Hey everyone, James and Mark here with another mukbang. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe.
And if you're new or newer to the channel, please comment below where you're from, what's your favorite food, and how did you find us?
We are still on the road to 10K. I'm kind of getting tired of saying that, but we're almost there.
Help us get there already so we could say road to 11K or 12K.
Something.
Yeah.
But today, Mark planned a cookbang for us. What are we making today? Because I don't know.
Oh my gosh. So it's just grilled. We're going to grill the shrimp.
Okay.
But not just any kind of pan grill. It's on a bed of sea salt.
I don't think I've ever cooked anything like that. I've seen it.
So we'll see how it goes. Supposedly,
First time, right?
Yeah. So the thing will heat the salt up, and that's gonna act as a heating source. And then I think the salt also adds flavor to those.
Well,
shrimp.
we will see.
Yeah.
So is the first step to turn this bad boy
Oh,
on?
are we ready?
Yeah, I think so. I have to say, your presentation on this is like on point.
Yeah. How does it look?
I'm just like in awe of, well, one, we were just talking about, how Mark likes to put things in a nice, neat place. And this is like the epitome of that. Like, look at how all the shrimp just kind of coils into each other. And then you have is this kale here?
Yeah.
Like a little small kale and like sliced up lemons and
just to add some color.
I mean, it looks beautiful. I just want to eat it. So
you know what? Maybe we could own a restaurant and we just serve this table side.
just one thing, right?
Yeah.
That's all we have to do.
Well, it's probably gonna take a while.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, what do we do until the food's ready?
Well, let's
okay.
try this.
Yeah, what did we get here?
It's called UFO pineapple. Wheat beer, right?
Yeah,
or something.
it says
like
it's a hef.
Oh, it's a half. Yeah.
All right. Well, cheers.
So, don't mind me. I'm gonna just check on the shrimp.
Okay.
So I'm gonna get a better van. Oh, this side is cooking already.
Oh yeah.
Look. Well,
Ooh.
I don't know if you could see. It just
It's
needs
like once you flip one, then it has to all flip too to keep the pattern.
Yeah. That's gonna be tedious.
This reminds me, isn't there a dessert where apples are like laid like this, but this is just with shrimp
Should we
instead?
call this our shrimp tart pie?
This video is just gonna be a bunch of like reacting to the crackling of the salt, because it's kind of like, oh,
Yeah. Oh,
Hetty just got underneath the table. He knows.
He knows. But it's cooking already. I think it just needs
Wow.
a few more minutes on one side and then we'll flip it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the thing with, I think it just takes a while in the beginning, but once it's heated up, then the other side should cook quicker, huh?
Yeah.
What do you think? Should we start flipping it slowly?
Yeah. I guess you could start from that side because it seems like it's cooking a little bit faster on closer to you guys.
Take a look to see if.
Oh, is it still alive?
Yeah.
Yeah. I would flip it.
Okay. Right. So I'm gonna get up again. Good thing I'm wearing shorts. Oh, they're kind of slippery. I'm just gonna use my chopsticks.
Do what you gotta do. Do you need help or am I okay? You're good?
I'm okay.
Wow, it looks very, like, pretty. And it's just wild that it's changed its color through the salt. Like, I don't know if salt is a good conductor of heat or not, but apparently it should be if it's, like, cooking
Isn't
this.
there another dish where you like cover like a piece of chicken in all salt and you bake it?
Oh, maybe.
And you crack the salt open?
Oh, that sounds familiar. Or is it with beef? It's with the
Or
protein,
something,
yeah.
something like that, huh?
This seems weird. This looks be a very romantic, like, camping food.
But how would you bring shrimp to a camping ground?
So I think it would just be in an ice
an ice
chest,
chest? Mm.
right? And then the salt is easy to transport.
Yeah.
But like, can't you like that'd be like I kind of want to do that. Like if we ever had a backyard, I would want to just go out there and like camp for a night.
We could just camp in here.
I mean, it doesn't have the same like effect. You don't have the stars. We could put. I guess we could put like.
The glow in the dark stars.
Yeah, I guess. But when we visited our friends recently in the desert, and like they're able to just go in the backyard and just barbecue and then look up, and it seems like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So
Do they have a tent?
I think they have camped in the backyard before,
Oh, that is romantic.
so it's like fun, right?
Yeah.
But what's that saying? The grass is always greener on the other side. So like, sure, like like living in the desert could be really fun, but at the same time, it's like living in the desert. So it's like
So the moral of the story is to have two places to live.
that's the moral
Here
of the story.
and the desert. So you get the best of both worlds.
Oh, I guess the moral of the story I got was just appreciate where you are now. But yours works too. I would not complain about having another place.
That would be nice. That's actually
the
one of our
dream.
dreams to have a vacation home. Even if it's just local,
Yeah.
just to be able to be like, hey, this weekend let's just go to Lake Havasu
Yeah.
or Vegas, or Temecula or
Anywhere.
something, anywhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shall we?
Let me get this
Okay.
with you.
Thank you.
Sure. Ooh, it's
It's still really hot, and I'm
gonna
gonna
be
use my hands, so
piping hot still.
I'm gonna let it like chill out here. Maybe we should grab like a few to let it cool in here.
Yeah.
Oh, see, this video is gonna just be that the whole time. Ooh, that's a good one. So one of our other questions for this video is, do you guys like eating the head of the shrimp? What would you say about yourself? Because I actually wouldn't know how you would answer that.
Just like to suck it, but not to eat
the
the
entire
whole
thing.
thing. Yeah.
Okay.
What about you?
I would only eat the whole thing if it's like salt and pepper shrimp or
Oh.
deep fried shrimp. But yeah, like this, I would just suck out the contents of it. But I know other people who are just completely like, don't eat that part. So, all right, here is a shrimp. Okay.
It's like cooking it like this gives it that roasted flavor. Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So going back to the earlier concern I had was it being too salty. Like it like seasoned it, but it didn't like make it unbearably salty.
No.
Ta-da! Shrimp, shrimp, shrimp. Very tasty. So we can't call this a seafood boil. What is this? A seafood grill?
Grill.
What makes so I get confused when you grill something? Does it need to have grill grates, or that has nothing to do with it being called? Like, is this grilling?
Salt grilling?
Is that even a term? I need to look up what we can even call this video. I want it to be accurate.
I still say grill. You know when you put things over like a fire? Isn't that called grilling?
Oh, I guess so. I don't know why. I think when I think of grill, I think it needs to have that
Grill-
piece.
grill.
Yeah. If I can say that it tastes definitely different than if you just boil it in water. Like it's much more luscious and rich. Mmm.
I mean, kind of don't even need the samjang, but
Yeah. Gosh, I feel like we haven't had shrimp in a while. Maybe I'm not. Did we have shrimp in recently?
I don't think so. I don't remember.
Now I wonder what else we could grill like on this style. Like, could we just put a lobster on here?
Should we try it? Oh, it's hot again.
I don't know what it is, but it makes it taste like the beach is like right there. The way, because the saltiness reminds me of like, it doesn't taste. You know how some people don't like seafood because it tastes like too much ocean. This is like a little taste of the ocean, but it's good. I just ate a little bit of the, what is this? The little antenna, and it's like a little salt crisp type thing. It's pretty good. Because it's a little crunchy too.
Don't need to floss today.
How much shrimp did you buy?
This is about a pound and a half, but we couldn't fit all the shrimp on here.
Ooh, it is hot.
I can't believe 2018 is almost over.
I felt like we just made our it's 2018 video.
I know. My gosh.
Like, does it even feel like we got married this year? Like, I'll watch the video every now and then. I'm like, when did that happen? And I was like, oh, wait, it was the beginning of this year.
Yeah.
Guys, if you don't eat the head, you're missing out, I have to say.
Well, they say that's where most of the flavor is. So when you make seafood like stock, you're supposed to use the shell and the head. So you said you hosted a trivia thing at work today. How did that go?
It's fun. I don't know if I've ever said this on here, on this channel, but one of my goals in addition to being on a game show, like when I was growing up, I've always wanted to host like a game show.
I could
so
see
like
that.
doing trivia, and we actually do host a lot of things at our place, and we end up becoming like the game masters or whatever you want to call it. But people really liked it. It's funny because everyone always goes into it like, I don't know this, I don't know that, and then as soon as you give them that little bit of like, oh wow, I know an answer, or I know this one, they end up changing their mindset and their attitude, and then they're like really into it and really competitive. So I love being able to see that transformation in people. So good. Very impressed. You should go on Facebook more often. Scroll through your...
It wasn't on Facebook.
Oh, sorry. I just use the social media platform that is with your age demographic. So if I'm gonna be real, then you probably use Friendster.
I mean, as long as it's not MySpace, right?
MySpace was after Friendster, no?
Before.
Really? I used.
It was before.
Do any of you guys know Friendster or MySpace? Were we ever MySpace friends?
I don't think so.
I do remember Mark having this distinct conversation with me because on my MySpace profile I said I was straight.
Did you?
Yeah, and then you had like this this was before we were anything. So you kind of were like, "Oh, okay, well he says he is," but then that didn't stop you.
No matter what you say, how many times you say you're straight on your profile,
Go ahead. What? You knew?
everyone and the mom would know. No, I'm just kidding. It was hard. James is not that obvious or flamboyant. You obviously couldn't tell by the way he dresses.
You shady hoe. I did dress kind of yeah. I'm surprised Mark gave me a chance because my fashion sense, it's not like it's that much better now, but I'm at least a little bit more polished than when I feel something dripping on my chin.
You do.
But when Mark first met me, I swear every piece of clothing I owned was maybe 2 sizes up. Everything was large, nothing fit. Colors usually
very
clashed.
Monochromatic.
So if you're gonna call me out and it's true, I have nothing else but to say, yes, you're right. Hey, but you weren't I mean, you thought you were a fashionista, but you ended up just making yourself look very international. And hence why everyone kept asking oh, when did you come from Korea? And it's no, fool, I was born here. It's because Mark went abroad. He bought a bunch of clothes that hadn't been here yet. So when he came back from that trip and, you look at him, you're like, oh, wow, he's wearing...
People are like, oh, he's so fashion forward. I just want to be like him.
I heard no one say that in college.
Everyone did. You're just jealous.
Oh. Speaking of which, someone asked a really great question offline about our channel saying, since we film mukbangs, do we ever consider what clothes we wear during these?
It's so hard. I mean, especially when we're cooking it. That's the last thing I'm thinking of. Mm-hmm. But I guess we should be more intentional. Did people like us matching for our tomahawks video? Maybe you should plan that more often.
Yeah, but I also don't want to get the same wardrobe and then we just lose our individuality either.
We become one body with 2 heads.
Well, this year we actually matched quite a bit in our videos. We did the hot dogs, we did that lumberjack shirt, we did the sushi shirts. Mm-hmm. So what do you want for dinner? More shrimp? I don't know, is it soup weather yet? I've been waiting for soup weather.
Okay, on the count of 3, we have to name what we think the other person's favorite soup is. Okay?
But there's so many.
Just guess.
Okay.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Clam
Miso.
chowder. Miso?
You have packets of miso in the pantry.
I like it, but that's not my favorite soup.
I don't know. That's why I got nervous because is it American soups? Is it others? I don't know. And in my defense, I do
What, was I right?
I feel like it is in my top 3, but it's not my be all end all either.
Okay, every time we go to restaurants, like, oh, clam chowder. I want clam chowder.
Why do I always talk like that? I don't like your impersonations of me is kind of off.
Okay, don't change the subject because
That's your move.
miso soup. Whose favorite soup is miso? I just get it because it's, not as heavy as light.
It's funny that I guess probably the most brothy, healthy soup you could name in the world, and then for you naming mine, I choose like the heaviest, most creamiest soup you can imagine. Well, then what is your?
I typically would say maybe cream of mushroom.
That's what I was gonna say is in my top 3. Is cream of mushrooms up there?
For you?
Yeah, I love cream of mushroom ever since
Before or after you met me?
after I met you. Are you happy now that you get credit for it? And by the way, the word of the video, we're gonna make it super, because we're talking about soup, I guess. So super. But yeah, sorry, I didn't. I was just
Miso.
I don't like those games. We should play those games more often, though.
On a game of Newlywed, who would win? Oh no, because we'll be playing together. Who would be the one that keeps hitting the other person with the pillow?
Ooh, I don't know. What do you guys think?
It's like, I wanted to grab the pillow behind me and smack you with it.
Then probably you.
When I heard you say miso.
It's probably you then. Did you finish?
I did. I feel like we ate the same amount of shrimp, but your bowl just looks like you had way more than me. Now, should we play a game and we have to take a bite of the salt? Oh, it's all baked on.
Maybe it won't be that easy to clean. No, a little water should like dissolve it, no?
Yeah, and we have to just break it apart.
That might be fun.
Yeah.
Too.
Well, how did you like this way of cooking?
Me or them?
You. Well, anybody.
I liked it. To me, it seems like it's a healthy way of cooking. You didn't have to add oil.
No, and
the taste.
and it's just fancier, right? It
Yeah.
just looks kind of cool
Yeah.
to do it, and it's so simple to do it at home.
It actually, from this angle, looks like snow, and then there's like a murder scene of like blood right there. It's because I just watched How to Get Away with Murder, just like a random scene. I won't say anything, but something happens. That's all. But
Spoiler alert.
we used to love that show, and then they jumped the shark. But oh well. Anyways, if you guys like this video, please make sure you give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe.
And really hit the subscribe because we're trying to reach 10,000 subscribers before the year end.
Yep. And we're trying to be ambitious and say by end of November, which could happen. We're at like 98 something.
Oh my gosh.
So hopefully you guys support us. Thank you guys so much. And if we don't see you before Thanksgiving, have a happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, we're super grateful for everyone who has been watching us.
Yeah. And we'll see you next time. Bye.